So I found a bag of confectioner's sugar, and it's a 2-pound bag, and a lot of recipes, especially for glaze, call for a pound, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's all clumpy. So I think what I'm going to do is try to revive it by putting it in my food processor and pulse it until it's powder again. So let's see if that works. I have my food processor out, and because I have a large capacity, I think it's 4 cups, but it is powder, it's not liquid, and the bowl is sealed. I put the entire 2 pounds in, so now I'm going to pulse it, and let's see how the chunks, see all those chunks in there? Getting better. Off camera I'll do a little bit more and then maybe sift it through. In the meantime, I'll have to find a container to put it in that's hermetically sealed so it stays powder form instead of clumpiness because of the humidity here. That's what it looks like inside. I know there's still a few more chunks, so I'm gonna just, it's not a fine mesh sieve. I don't know what happened to my fine mesh one. I think my husband might have gotten his hands on it. So I'm going to dump it into the sieve, and then any big chunks I'm just going to put back in the food processor. There's a boulder in there, so I'm going to put that back into the food processor and break that down, and look, powdery and back to normal. It's boulder be gone. It's gone. All done. Now I know there's some crunchy things left in there because I heard them hitting against the bowl. So I'll just throw them out. They're almost like tapioca ones. See? That's pretty good. So I'm just gonna toss that in the sink. Not bad. So let me see where I can put that in so I can have it hermetically sealed and have fresh powdered sugar. I forgot to mention this principle of pulsing in a food processor would work for clumpy brown sugar as well. Just don't overwhelm your container. Do a little batch at a time just to see if it gets down to that sandy soil mixture or sandy sand, a lightly moist sand mixture rather than big clumps. So there's a way to rejuvenate powdered sugar and brown sugar as well. I found a container, and there's the bowl of powdered sugar. Now you're probably thinking I probably could have purchased an entire replacement of all this powdered sugar for like $1 or $2. But you know what? The purpose is not to waste things, so I found a way to refresh it and make it useful. Now I don't have a funnel, but I do have a bowl, which fits nicely in the mouth of the jar. So I'm going to take a pair of cutting shears, just do a cross hatch, and open it up like a little flower petal with the petals going out on the bottom, and then just spoon in the powdered sugar. Now, that's a theory. We'll see if it works. Look, I have a trusty companion. So all I did is I ended up taking a sharp paring knife and did a cross cut in the bottom of the bowl. And I'm just gonna bend that, look, even with one hand. See, I cut all the way through on that one. I might not have, so I might have to just go back and cut all the way through on this last one, and then fold. See, that's easy enough. So now when I place it over the mouth of the jar like that, I can add my powdered sugar in there and it'll fall through, hopefully minimizing the powdery mess. So let's see how that works. That worked like a charm, you see? And all I'm doing is tapping in against the rim. And because I pushed the cut sides on the inside out, nothing's getting caught up here. I'm just going to make sure that I get it to the center. And again, I'm doing this one-handed with the camera in my hand. It'll be much easier when you do it without a camera. And I also have a little container that I'm going to add some for tonight's dessert So there you go. This is a perfect size. I have some left over to put into the little shaker, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to keep that refreshed. But at least I now know how to save it. So there you go. There's an easy way to save your clumpy powdered sugar. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And as always, thank you so much for watching.